This is a short video how to handle packaging orders for folding cartons with PrintVis. So typically most of the packaging customers handle items that they put on stock or partially put on stock. This means there are items that will be reordered once in a while. So in the beginning, of course, there need to be a calculation that has been set and will be assigned to a template, and this template will be assigned to an item. So if we look just through our item list, I did some filters here. So for my finished good items, what information do we have on such a finished good item? So if I look into the item card. So actually the item card just describes all technical parameters of an item, and you can see you can just attach pictures for the different kind of items. And this is an example I would like to use. So this is my Gas toothpaste box, and this one is assigned to a certain template job. So it means when producing such product again, then I can just use the item number, and with that everything is predefined. So then what are the two ways of creating a production order with such a finished good item? Let's get back to the row set. So when creating a new case, so from our case management, I'm creating a new order, and my customer is John Haddock as usual, and my product group is 800. The boxes, Card, toothpaste, 9 up, and you can start from every point. So it means if you have an agreement with the customer and just produce and then send the items, you can directly move to the status code order. So the order number will be created, and then on the job I only have to find my item number. We know the number from before, so I just entered it. Then we put in the required quantity, and normally everything should be in place. So what details do we have in our job? We open the job card. Then we can see we only have one job item. The price is already calculated based on the existing settings from the template. I have my raw material, it is printed on, it is assigned to a certain press, and we can see there is a setting about 9 ups. Here we have all the different steps for the production, from plate production, printing, coating, die cutting, and my my carton gluer. And if we look on the specification card, we can see the information from the impositioning. So in PrintVis we are not able to calculate such nesting of folding cartons. So we are handling only the flat size to calculate this. So this is typically the job of a system like ESCO, RTS CAD or something like this. So it's a CAD tool that is required to calculate this information. So what we only need is what is the printing sheet size from this software, and we need to know how many items will fit on such a sheet. That's all we need. And then it is a good idea to use the layout picture from the certain product, from the certain CAD software, because it just looks better if you can see what is the required look of the two. Of course it's possible to drop some more pictures. So let's see if we can quickly find, I don't know, a toothpaste box. Toothpaste, and then just take some pictures here. So that is a nice picture. So let's do a screenshot. Just copy this picture, and then I just paste this picture. So it means I have the possibility to add more pictures on the specification card. So if it's important to see which kind of toothpaste this is, because there might be different toothpastes with the same layout, then it's always good to see how it looks. It takes a moment, so because I have my file server in Denmark, so there it is. So it means it's just now one picture. There could be, of course, more pictures. So now the Dentagard became the Colgate, but anyway, it's just a picture that I've attached. But this is then the picture that can be printed with the job ticket. But as we have seen, everything is in place. Calculation is in place. The only thing I did is I have created a new production order, and then I have entered my item number here. And when I'm done, I can go to my next status and then start the production. This is one way of working. The other way is if you are storing finished items from your customers. Then it's always a good thing to look into the inventory first. This means we are creating a sales order. So it means customer is requesting 10,000 new boxes. So let's create a new sales order. So the sales order is being used when you are typically selling items from stock. So my John Haddock, and delivery date is, we can see the customer has an overdue balance. This is by the end of the day, at the end of the month, and it will go into production directly as an order. And what I will do here now is I'm selecting an item, and again my Dentagard toothpaste box. And if I'm now start entering the quantity the customer is asking for, let's say 18,000, then you will receive the message that there might not be enough on stock. You can look into the details. You can see what is the shortage, what is the available inventory. So we have something on stock, and this shortage also includes other sales orders that need the same item. So you see I'm using this item once in a while. So normally I would need to produce at least 68,000 to cover all my jobs, but this is just a test purpose. So in this case we just produce the 18,000. But if we want to do this production of the 18,000, you can only tick this production order field, and PrintVis will now just copy the template from this item, create a new PrintVis order. So if we now look into PrintVis case, we will see there is a new order number with the new quantity for our item, again with the same information, and now we can just run the production and produce the stuff, and as soon the items are on stock, the system will then be available, or post the finished items on stock, and then the items will be available to be shipped from the sales order. So it means the last step before shipping it, this is a task we have on the shop floor, is to release the finished goods to the inventory. So it means we always release items to the inventory, because there could be some parts left on the inventory. So the sales order is always taking the stock from the inventory. So this is why it makes sense also to put everything on stock before we ship it. So here's my order number. The system knows exactly what is the item number we are producing. We can handle locations if required, and then the system will suggest, okay, what is the quantity we need to put on stock. We can also do partially production, so the system tells us what is already posted on stock. And if I use this functionality, then before I ship it, I will put the items on stock first. And now the production is done, meaning I'm now able to ship my quantities. So it means this order is now ready to be shipped and invoiced, because the inventory is on stock now.